Allô, bonjour. Il va d'accord, je suis Dr. Sylvestre et c'est moi qui suis votre professeur de FOL 116. I'm Dr. Sylvester and of course I'm going to be your, I've always been and I still am at the end of the semester your lecturer for FOL 116. Now this video is targeted at peculiar French students. However, if you are a beginner in French language study, you will find it fascinating and interesting to learn some things with this particular video. We're going to be looking at 7 different slides to establish some key things. And over 10 topics we're going to be discussing. Introduction to the French language. Yeah, an introduction to the French language. That's what we're going to be dealing with right now. Now, in this introduction to the French language, the key thing to take note of here is the fact that French language is spoken in quite a lot of places in the world, and as a language that is spoken in almost every continent of the world, you are going to discover in the long run that the language has speakers and places where it is spoken. Now, the very first thing to look at right now, look at the first question. The questions are written in English and French in this context. What is it? This question now. What is the official language of France? Basically, the official language of France is French. We won't waste time on that because that is not too important for the revision exercise. Now, you see the responses to the questions are written below. Le français, that is there. Now, the next thing to take note of is the next question there, and that's the fact that le français est parlé sur combien de continents? The answer definitely is going to be 5. French is spoken in 5 continents of the world. Having said that, the next thing is, okay, French is an official language in which international organization. Now, as a global language, French is spoken in different organizations. And we have ONU here. ONU is the United Nations, we call it Organisation des Nations Unies. So that is the organization where French is official language, like English. French is an official language in ONU. The next thing is the number of speakers of the language. We have about 300 million speakers of the French language. Over 300 million. Our response here is T. Over 300 million speakers globally speak the French language. Of course, we have more than that number. Well, let's go with that. So like I said initially, this is just the tip of the iceberg to cover the curriculum. I will tell you exactly very soon as we go to the next aspect of this interaction. The next thing to take note of is where it's from spoken. The answer for number 3 is quelle ville est connue comme la capitale de la France? The answer is Paris. That is it there. Our response is Paris. That's the capital of France, of course. And so the answer is that place. Now, pourquoi apprendre le français? This is very important for students. Why do you study French as a non-French speaking student? The answer is quite simple. The answer for us is the fact that parce que c'est une langue parlée dans beaucoup de pays. Now take note, we have different options. We have, for example, parce que tout le monde parle français. No, everybody does not speak French. We have parce que c'est une langue parlée dans beaucoup de pays. It's spoken in many countries. We have, okay, parce que le français est facile à apprendre. Well, French is easy to learn, not at all. We have parce que le français est similar à l'anglais. That is, French is similar to English. No, not at all. That is not the reason. The answer is B, because it's spoken in different countries, in many countries of the world. So that's the reason we study French as Nigerians or as Anglophones, so that when you go to the French environment, you are not lost. So that is the key thing to take note of there. Now, as we go ahead, you're going to find out right now that French is often called a particular type of language. We have examples here. We have long technology. No, English is the language of technology. Long, there's affair. That's no, it's not the language of Thomas. We have the WATO, WTO, World Trade Organization in the world. French is not the official language. English is it. We have too long relations. No, English is the language of science and technology globally. But the answer is de l'amour. That is, French is a language, a romantic language. So that is the answer for that particular one. You want to take note of it. The next thing to take note of right now is the next question. You say, okay, quelle est l'une des raisons principales pour apprendre le français? That is, what is the principal reason for studying French as an ISD student, we say that it's not a French language student. We have, for example, pour regarder les films, that is to watch film, not at all, that's not the reason for studying French. We have, number 2, pour travailler dans un pays francophone. We have pour voyager en Europe. We have parler avec des amis. Now, parler avec des amis simply means that is you want to speak with friends. That's the reason you learn French. Not at all. You have French already, you speak and communicate with. You don't need French for that. Number 2 reason there is pour travailler dans un pays francophone. Yes, that is the answer. We study French so you can be able to work in a French-speaking environment or in multinational organizations where French is the official language. So that becomes an answer. You can go to Europe without studying French. There are a lot of languages in Europe. And so you don't study French when you want to travel to Europe. You study so you're able to work in an organization or in a country where French is spoken. That's the key take away from that as far as this study is concerned. The next thing to take note of is the fact that the French language as we have it is not only a language of commerce, it's not a language of science and technology, it's also a language of diplomacy. So we have la langue, la diplomatie, that's a language of diplomacy, la mathématique, la musique, la médecine. No, French is a language of diplomacy. That is why it's an official language in the United Nations. So note that and note peace. The next thing to take note of here is the fact that the French language, as we have it, is a langue officielle du Jeux Olympiques. Why is French an Olympic language? Why is French one of the Olympic languages? What I'm trying to say is that French is one of the Olympic languages because it is at the origin, definitely. It's in the origin of the Olympics, so French is spoken there. Now, having done a look at the importance of studying French, let's come to what is very important, the orthograph sign. As you can see on the board, on your screen, which you are going to see your exams as students, you'll find out that we are going to give you some spellings that are not going to be correct. You have videos already on the French writing conventions. I want to practice them now. We have the word quelle est la bonne orthographe pour garçon? A wrote garçon. A is not the answer because there is one called CD. Now B is an answer because it has CD on that. C is not an answer because there's an extra E making it feminine. No, the word does not have an E. And then for D is not an answer because it's an S. It's wrongly spelled that way. So the orthograph sign, this orthograph sign here is, if it's missing, as it have it in this word, it makes it incorrect. We'll emphasize that in the class of our interaction in class, so note that right now. Now look at another word. It says quelle lettre manque dans le mot accent aigu VANT. ANT is avant. That is the word actually. So the answer is just right in front of you. As we look at the orthograph signs in this particular so look at another word here. We have élève. Quelle est l'orthographe correcte du mot élève? Once again, our answer is A. E as something you, E as some graph élève. So we are going to have words like this. That's with education in the exam condition. Please note how to put the orthograph signs. These are how they are going to appear. Another one is façon. Now C and A are kind of correct, but our answer is C because C follows the mechanics of writing. You don't have a capital letter in the middle of words, except in the beginning of the sentence, the word, and the beginning of the sentence. So that's why C is the answer. If the CD is missing, it becomes, it defeats the purpose of the exercise. So we have looked typically at two key things out of the 10 topics we have to handle, and that is our importance of studying French for non-French students. Also, we also looked at the orthograph signs, the writing convention. Please take note of that particular one. It's very important. You are going to meet it as you go along. We are going to go to the next thing now. And the next thing we're going to be looking at is also very crucial, which is part of the whole exercise. The next thing to take note of right now is called the phonetic alphabet, which is the consonant sounds. Now in French, for those of you who have taken time to go through the videos we've sent you at all this time, I've also asked the videos on the channel. If you are meeting it and you are not part of this particular class that this video is made for, you can go and check it out. We have videos on French phonetics, French sounds, which are very important for this study. Right now, these are going to appear for this particular set of students in the exam condition. Which word contains the consonant B, which is B? We have A, sharp, B, baby, C, leaf, D, velo. Now we pick baby because letter B gives you that phoneme, B. The next one, we have which word contains the consonant D? We have table for A, you have maison for B, you have dîner for C, you have chat for D. Of course, our answer is dîner. Only letter D will give you that particular phoneme. So these are how the exam questions are going to be appearing. Now look at the next example. We have that particular phoneme. You are going to discover where it's located. Now we have camion, pain, gâteau, pont. Now it is pronounced as camion for A, which is our answer. This is it now. Our answer also captured here. Because when you have C followed by letter A, O, or U, it becomes a phoneme. However, if it is I or E, becomes, we'll look at that as we go ahead. The next thing to note is the next one. Which word contains the consonant sound? F. We have chat, physique, crayon, nuit. Our answer, of course, is going to be B, physique. Because we have that F phoneme, letter F gives you that phoneme, and PH also gives you that particular phoneme. Take note of it. Also, the next one is M. We have A, leaf, which one contains that consonant. We have B, chien, C, maman, D, école. Of course, our answer is maman. Only letter M gives you that. But take note that the M must not be preceded by a vowel if it's going to become nasal. So that you should know already before now. We have another one is P. We have pomme, we have chat, we have fleur, we have gare. Of course, our answer is A, which is pomme. Only letter P gives you P. Another phoneme is we have so C for A, poulet for B, we have gâteau for C, we have moto for D. I said initially when we came to that that C, A before A, O, or U give you that sound, but C before E and I give you that S. So you have it in the word souci. As you can see now, we have it there as souci. So that is one thing you want to take note of. It's important. This is the word here, souci, the I. Souci, I and E give you that particular phoneme. So that is how it actually works. Take note of them. Well, this is a revision section, and you should be handy the exam. Another example is the letter T, the phoneme T. Now, in this particular one, we have leaf, we have chat for B, we have tab, we have pan. If you observe, we have letter T in both B and C. Our answer, of course, is going to be C. Chat, the T in chat is silent, but the T in tab is pronounced. So that is the difference. Why is the T in chat, which is option B, silent? That is because generally in French, the last consonant is deemed to be silent, except it's followed by E, which makes it become pronounced. For V, you have nuit, you have vélo, you have ça, you have chemin. The answer is vélo. That is the word that has a particular phoneme. The next one is the word is Z. Now this is the phoneme. We have poisson, we have chat, we have leaf, we have pomme. Now letter Z can give you that phoneme, like zinzel, a word like this, a word like zel. It has some things. You could get your word from that particular Z. Z will give you that particular word. However, in the context of usage now, we don't have any Z, but rather we have S. We have S in between two vowels. Now the S in between two vowels, this S in between two vowels definitely will go ahead to give you, this is it, S in between two vowels, this S here will give you Z. When you have S in between two vowels, it becomes Z. That's what it gives you generally in French phonetics. So please take note of it, it's very important. Now the next word is, we have seen that now. We want to go to the next thing which is very important for this particular revision exercise, and we're coming to the vowels and semi-vowel sounds. For the consonant in French, we have 18 of them. For the vowels, we have 16 of them. Now we have semi-vowels, 3 of them. For the first one, the phoneme is A. This is the phoneme here. The A, I normally call it the computer A. You are going to find out that for that phoneme, we find it in the word. We have mère, you have ami, you have pied, you have fait. Ami. So this is where the answer is. B is our answer. And so the A here is what gives us a particular phoneme. Now for the next one, we have A. This one is pronounced as A. We have that with E as something U, give you that. We have ER, give you that. IED gives you that. You have EZ gives you that. You have E as something U is a particular phoneme. So these are different phonemes with a combination of letters that give you that particular phoneme. Look at our example. We have belle, we have li, we have été. Now this is what gives us the phoneme in this context. You can see it now. They have the phoneme that E as something U. So take note of it. It's very, very important. It's important to take note of it. Now, having said that, we want to continue now in this particular exercise. We have this particular word. We have for this E. We have it as pois, les, pied, pierre, ici. Now, what gives you this particular E is letter I, but we have letter I for all of them. Have I for all of them. But our answer happens to be option D. The reason is not far-fetched. OI give us wa instead. AIT give us as a phoneme. IE will give you yi. But this I eventually will give you this E. This one is yi, like J. So take note of all those. So that is why our answer is D. Well, the I there is independent and it gives us everything there. And that's what is the phoneme O. Now for this O phoneme, you are going to discover that we have that phoneme when you have letter O followed by double vowel, double consonant, or you have O-R together. Example is port. Look at this word, port. P-O-R-T-E. Gives you that O. But in this one we have it as pom. O followed by double M. These two M here. Give you that O. So you have O in that context. These are examples of vowels, and you will see things that are similar like this in the exam conditions. Another phoneme now, these are vowels we are dealing with right now. This is the U. Now what gives you that phoneme is only the letter U. The letter U is what gives you the phoneme independently. No M, no or N after it, no vowel before or after it to produce that particular phoneme. So you have, for example, lion. We have sa, pan, lion. Our answer is lion because this U gives us this phoneme. That's how you realize that particular phoneme. Now for the next vowel is air. I've explained this initially. We have it in soleil, pied, mer. Our answer is mer because you have E accent grave. Now E accent grave, I, AIS, AIT, all combined together to give that particular phoneme. So you want to look at that. It's very, very crucial. So take note of it. Now our answer there becomes mer. The next thing to look at is the fact that you have semi-vowels. Take for example, you have this wa. W is called wa. How do you get that particular phoneme? O, I together or O, Y together. We have, for example, toi as our answer instead of bien, nuit, or ami. That because you have the O followed by I becomes wa. So we have toi, we transcribe it. We have toi like this. This is the transcription of that particular one. So you have that to deal with. Now outside that you have the phoneme yi. These are semi-vowel sound. They are another consonant of vowel, so we call it semi-consonant, semi-vowel sound. What do you have? You have this one followed by I, followed by a vowel. I, A, I, E, gives you that. I, O, N, gives you that. You have it in Xian, I, E, giving you that. So all examples are communication, I-O-N, S-I-O-N, T-I-O-N. So that is how it works in this context. Another thing to take note of here as we look at this exercise is this other phoneme. This is the we phoneme. This is the we phoneme. Now to have that, this U, I together. So we have UT is this phoneme which you have dealt with. You have fluid, and now it becomes this phoneme. So that's the difference between these two. So get to note of it is important. And then now we have seen a word, a phoneme like this initially. This is this is this is longer, this is shorter. So we have it as papa, leave, sound, tet, papa, very short, papa. So that is the phoneme. That is the phoneme there. Right. So I looked at 4 different things already. We're going to continue now. We want to go to the next aspect of our discourse. Now it's important to take note of them because we're going to be looking at them now. So right now we come to a very important section, that is salutations in French. I want to visit the verb aller in this context. Now it is salutation, that is greetings in French. Now look at the questions in front of you. You have quelle est la salutation courante utilisée le matin? Which greeting do you use in the morning? The answer definitely is bonjour. We use bonjour for greetings of the day generally. Bonjour for the day. So when you say bonjour, that is the greeting. This is it for the day. Bonjour becomes our answer. Now for the second one, quelle salutation est utilisée pour dire I? How do you say I in English? Our answer is going to be salut. So take note of all these. They are very, very important as you go ahead and prepare for your exams. Take note of them. So we have the next one, other forms of greetings now. We have common D tone, good evening. How do you say good evening in French? Of course, your answer is going to be bonsoir. That is good evening. Bonsoir. You see it there. Then, quelle salutation utilise ton avant de se coucher? So, coucher means to sleep. Before you go to bed, there's a way you greet. And then our answer definitely is going to be bonne nuit, meaning good night. So that is how you greet when you're about to go to bed. So you see questions in forms of greetings. You don't want to joke with them, they are very important. How do you say hello? Commodity hello. De façon familière. How do you say hello in a very familiar way? Your answer is going to be, of course, B. That is salut, means hello or hi. Quelle salutation est utilisée uniquement le soir? Which greetings do you use in the evening? You have it as bonsoir. That's the greeting you use in the evening. Beyond that, talking about greetings more, you're going to find out that we have a way of saying goodbye. How do you say goodbye in French? How do you say goodbye in French? Goodbye in French, it simply means au revoir. So people call it au revoir, no, it's au revoir. How do you say how are you in French? It means comment ça va. Comment ça va. So So these are various greetings you don't want to abandon. They are important. Now, how do you respond? I say comment ça va or comment vas-tu now? If somebody asks you comment vas-tu, your response should be je vais bien. That is, how are you? That is, I am fine. Then we have another one. Okay, je vais bien. Let's come back to it. Je vais bien. Then we have, how do you say good day? Your good day is going to be, that is, have a great day. And have a nice day. That was meant there. It means bonne journée. Have a great day. So that's something you want to take note of. As you look at the greetings, we are going to take some few more as time permits. How do you say see you later in French? See you later in French. À bientôt. That's the answer. How do you tell somebody? How are you? The verb we use is the verb aller, which is be. That's the verb we use to ask people's whereabouts. Comment allez-vous? Comment ça va? That's the verb aller. We use that to ask our people's whereabouts. Now, the next thing is conjugating the verb aller, for example. Let's say we have je. It's going to be je vais. Je vais. Take note of them. Then what about the verb aller at the level of nous allons? What I was trying to test you is that please know how to conjugate the verb aller. It's very important as a verb which you are going to be using all through your journey of French. So you have to know it. It's important to know it. That's the verb aller then. Now, how do you say how are you in French? You can say in a formal way, not informal now. If you say comment tu vas, you are correct, but that's informal. It's comment allez-vous. That's a formal way of saying it. Now, quelle est la forme correcte du verbe aller pour il? That is, how do you conjugate the verb at the level of the third person plural? It is ils vont. D becomes our answer. Ils vont. So take note of them. They are very, very crucial. Right now, the next thing is comment dit-on I'm going? How do you say I'm going in French? You say je vais. You see there? Je vais. That is I am going. First person, je vais. I is je. The verb going is the verb aller. That is verb. Je vais. How do you respond to comment allez-vous? When you ask you how are you doing in a formal way, you say je vais bien. That's the formal way of responding to comment allez-vous. That is how are you doing? So these are important things to note. They are very, very vital. The next question is can I correct the verb aller? You see a lot of questions on aller. Know how to conjugate it. Aller in the place of vous will become vous allez be. Answer. Now, quelle salutation faut-on utiliser avant de quitter un lieu, mais de manière polie? You want to leave a particular place, and in a polite way, you said au revoir. Au revoir. That becomes your answer as well as that is concerned. So, having looked at 6 key things so far, we want to continue now in our interaction. Alright, once again, it's been a very interesting time going through the various topics. It's a condensed course, it's a crash course to revise everything and in exam format. Now we have self-presentation, name, your age, your nationality, your profession, and we have the verb être, avoir, aller, venir. For the videos we have already, you should know what they mean. Now we have for être to be, avoir is the verb to have, aller is to go, venir is to come. In exam format, you have questions like this. Comment tu t'appelles? The question is, je m'appelle. It's not je. How are you? Je m'appelle becomes the answer in this context. Now that aside, you are going to find that as we delve into this more, quel âge as-tu? You don't say je m'appelle, you say je vais, you say j'ai 27 ans. So that's what you are going to say for stuff like that. J. Vincent. Now, beyond that, d'où viens-tu? D'où viens-tu? Your answer, of course, is je viens de la France. Where are you coming from? Where are you from? I'm from France. You have quelle est ta nationalité? Je suis. Your answer over there. What is your nationality? You have your answer there. Just right in front of you. Je suis français. Je suis français. No, je suis français. So you want to take note of that. Is important. Now, the next thing to take note of right now is the fact that we also have a lot of questions to deal with right now. And one of such is, quel est ton métier? Je suis ingénieur. That is your profession. Then we have, quel verbe correspond à cette phrase? Je suis en retard. Je suis there is from the verb être. So take note of it. So you have things like that popping up in the exam. They are very, very important for you to note. And as you go ahead, you are going to find that we have complété avec nous, nous dash, we have nous sont. Then you have complété elle dash en ville, elle va en ville à demain. It cannot be avoir, elle va. So please take note of them. These are key things to note as far as this is concerned. Il y a quel verbe correspond à cette phrase? Je viens de terminer mes devoirs. The verb viennent in this context is from the verb venir. That's our answer. We have quel verbe correspond à cette phrase? Nous allons. Nous allons there is from the verb what? Aller. So that becomes the answer for that particular sentence. Now, let's come to the family introduction. Very simple now. For family, qui est la mère de ton père? That is your mother's father. That of course going to be your grandmère. Then we have qui est le frère de ta mère? The brother of your mother is your aunt, mon oncle. So try and know about the families. They are basic things. We are just using these few examples. Now we have comment s'appelle le fils? Comment t'appelles le fils de ton frère? Your brother's son is your neveu, is your nephew, neveu. Then, quel est le mot pour sister? The word for sister is sœur in French. So please take note of all these. They are very important. These are basic things on the family unit you should know. Qui est la sœur de ton père? Your father's sister is your tante. That's it there. Now, comment appelles-tu le père de ton père? Your father's father is your grandpère. That is how it works. Your grandpère. Your father's father is grandpère. Then you have, of course, compléter. Mon père dash deux frères. Mon père a. My father has. You have, comment appelles-tu la fille de ta tante? The fille de ta tante is your cousine. Your auntie's daughter is your cousin. That's how it works generally. So take note of all those. They are important things to look at for. If you follow this video to this point in time, you have done magnificently well. That's the truth because it's not easy soaking every information in. However, we have 3 more slides to go and we're going to be done with this whole exercise. And trust me, it's going to be worth it. I've seen quite a lot of things before now. Let's delve into it more. So right now, we're coming to a very interesting aspect of this entire exercise and you're going to have fun right now. If for those of you who are in class who have watched the previous video as well, as far as numbers are concerned, in French, we have 2 types of numbering systems. We have the ordinal and the cardinal numbers. Now when you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That is ordinal numbers. When you say premier, deuxième, troisième, quatrième, cinquième, those are ordinal numbers. Right now, this is what it looks like in exam condition. So we're dealing with exam condition scenarios right now. So let's say we have quel est le chiffre après 15? That is the number after 15. That is the number 16. Le chiffre après 15 is called 16. This is it. Now, when I say quel nombre est 105 en français? What is 105 in French? It is 105. 100 here is 100, 5 is 5. So 105 becomes our answer as far as that question is concerned. Now, comment dit-on 15th? Now, 15th is an ordinal number. It becomes 50th rather. This is 50th. 50th. 50th becomes 50ème. From 50 becomes 50ème. Now, this is our answer there. Then, what about 372? How do we write that in French? We have 370. That is 3. This is 370. We have 382. That is 382. 382. They have 372. 300 is 300. 62 is 72. So our answer is now C. So 399, that is 399. So our answer is C, as you can see on the screen. Still on this numbering system, how do you write 1,000? You have it there as mille. This is the feminine way of writing it, but it could also be mille, like this. Then, quel est l'ordinal de seventh? Now, seventh is English. How do you write seventh as another number in French? It's called septième. Now, the bottom line is you must be able to understand the number system in the Cardinal version to be able to give us something detailed as far as the ordinal numbers are concerned. So, septième is our answer. As you deal with this particular exercise thus far, look at the next question we have there. 488. We have 490 88. 400 is 400. 88 is 88. That's our answer. See there. We say 400, that's 400. 90, that is 490. Now, if you say 492, that is 492. If you say 468, that is 468. So that's for that one. Now, quel est le nombre après 999? That is 999. After 999 is 1000. This feminine version of mille. That becomes our answer. Please take note of them. They are very important. And exam questions are going to be looking like this as well. That's how it works. Quel ordinal pour night? Good. How do you say night in French? The alphabet is going to be neuvième. We have neuvième. Now look at this two. Be very careful. Neuf is the cardinal. But we got to order become neuvième. This is our answer. So please be very careful. Comment dit-on 701? 701 becomes 701. This is 701. This one is 710. 710. 700 is 700. Then 7,000 is 7,000. So take note of them. You want to be careful in the exam condition, please do that as a student. Now, having dealt with numbers, we also use numbers for important things. We are going to deal with the dates of the week and months of the year right now. Now, what are the days of the week? We have from dimanche, lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. Now, what is Tuesday in French? Lundi is Monday, mardi is Tuesday, mercredi is Wednesday, jeudi is Friday. So our answer becomes mardi. That's it. Now, quel est le premier mois de l'année? The first month of the year. You have février, you have mars, you have janvier, avril. Our answer is janvier. That's the first month of the year. So please note that they are simple. The exam is simple, but things like this. These are not exam questions per se, but they are just exam question formats for doing this revision with writing. As you look at the screen now, you have quel jour vient après mercredi. After Wednesday is Thursday. What is Thursday in French? Is it mardi? Is it jeudi? Is it vendredi? Is it dimanche? Of course, our answer after mercredi becomes jeudi. Now, we have quel mois vient après octobre? After October, you have Octobre, is it November? Is it août? Is it September? Is it December? Octobre, November. A becomes our answer. Please take note of them. They are very, very vital. Now, quel jour de la semaine est Saturday en français? What is Saturday in French? Our answers, we have jeudi, vendredi, dimanche, lundi, samedi. Of course, samedi. Now, quel mois de l'année est le mois des fêtes de Noël? Now, de l'année est le mois des fêtes de Noël. Is December, we have Noël. Noël is Christmas. So in December, you have the particular holiday. So take note of it. We have quel jour de la semaine est Thursday, jeudi. We have combien de jours a le mois de février? How many days are there in the month of February? Non-bissextile, that is not a leap year. Of course, your answer is going to be 28. That's very easy. You should not have issue with that one. Now, quel est le dernier jour de la semaine? This way we have issue. Many people think the last day of the month, the last day of the week is Sunday. But let's see what we have here. We have dimanche, samedi, jeudi, lundi, vendredi. Answer is samedi. Samedi is the last day of the month, that is Saturday, of the week rather. It's last day of the week, Saturday. We have quel est le mois qui vient après avril? After April, what month of the year do we have? Is it Juin? Is it Mars? Is it May? Is it Février? Juin is July. Is July after April? Of course no. Mars is before April, which is March. May is May. That is the month after April. So those are the answers. Take note of them. They are important. So, having seen the days of the week and the months of the year and the numbering system in French, I want to tell you they are quite important. Thinking about the next issue, the next topic, we're dealing with something that is very, very important. You cannot escape this as a student, definitely. We have articles and nouns, definite, indefinite, partitive, and contractive articles in French. How does it work? Now, we have your lo, la, l apostrophe, and le for definite articles. We have your un, une, des for indefinite. The videos are there in the channel. You can look at them or look them up. You have the contractive article or partitive article, but that is your dollar becomes your due. We have dollar, because day. You have o, au. We have Allah. You have your o, aux. We want to use all of them now to answer questions in front of us. Let's delve into it. Now, the first question is, quel est l'article défini pour le mot chat? Now, the word chat is cat, is a masculine word. L'article défini will now become le chat. So that's our answer. Then the next thing you look at right now is the fact that apart from having this B as an answer, we have the next question there. Quelle est la forme correcte de l'article indéfini? The indefinite article for maison. Maison is a feminine word. So the first thing is you have to know the word is a masculine word and a feminine word. You don't know which article you are using. Is it a masculine, is it definite article or the indefinite article? For the word maison, the indefinite article is going to be une. So we have une maison as our answer in that context. Another thing to take note of as we go into these particular studies, the fact that you can have what we call the partitive article. Say, choisissez l'article partitif correct pour O. Our answer is going to be de l'eau. That's the answer, de l'eau. Because water is feminine, eau, de l'eau is the answer. The next one there is a man. Quel article est utilisé avec pain dans la phrase? Je veux pain. Je veux le pain, je veux du pain, je veux des pains, je veux un pain. That is, je veux du pain. That is, I want some bread. That is the meaning of that statement. So let's go further. Complétez avec l'article contracté correct. Je vais cinéma. Cinéma is a masculine or feminine? It's masculine. A plus O becomes O. We have je vais au cinéma. Becomes je vais au cinéma. B. Quel est l'article défini pluriel pour livre? Livre is masculine. L'article défini. Definite article. So you have les livres. That becomes our answer in that context. So you are seeing how it is done now. It's not too difficult, so you can actually do it as you go ahead. Choisissez l'article indéfini correct pour voiture. Now, voiture once again is a feminine word, so you must know the gender of the word. Voiture is feminine. So we say article indéfini, then you know your answer is going to become une voiture. We have quel est l'article partitif pour beurre? Beurre. Beurre is a masculine word. Le beurre becomes du beurre. That is some butter, du beurre. So take note of them. They are vital. They are important. Look at this question now. Complétez avec l'article contracté correct. Il parle d'âge enfant. Enfant there is plural. Are you seeing it? That means you're going to be using a plural article. Which is plural? You cannot say ade. No, that is faux. You cannot say allo. No. Allah is singular. It becomes O. So B is our only option. So just know them. They are important and you are going to smash it. So I say l'article défini pour hôtel. Hôtel here is a word that begins with a silent H. Our saying l'article défini becomes L apostrophe l'hôtel. Not le hôtel, not an hôtel, not des hôtels, becomes l'hôtel. So these are key things to note as far as we're concerned. Now for this question, quel article partitif est correct pour le? Le is meek. And then it is a masculine one becomes du le. Du le. Du le. This is it. Du le. Le is masculine. B is our answer. Complétez avec l'article indéfini. Elle a acheté dash pomme. Pomme is a plural word here. Pomme. You see it having an S. It's a plural word here. So if we say article indéfini, it cannot be les, it cannot be du is singular, it cannot be une is singular, des is the indefinite article there, come the pomme. So those are the simple mathematics things you should just think in your head before answering questions like this in the exam. We have for this question now, quel est l'article indéfini correct pour chien? That is dog. Article défini become le chien. You must know the gender. This is a masculine word. The feminine one is chien. I, which is a biche. E-N-N-E. That's the feminine form of that. Then you have to say l'article contracté pour la phrase. Nous allons dash musée. Musée is masculine. Contracté, A plus O becomes O musée. That's how it is done. Take note of all these, they are important, very important. We have compléter avec l'article indéfini. Ils sont trouvés dash solution. Indéfini, une solution. Because solution is feminine, becomes une solution. That is it there. Then you have quel est l'article partitif pour fromage? Fromage is cheese. Le fromage is masculine. And we say party becomes du fromage. B because our answer. So take note of all these. You must know the gender of the word to get it correctly. And I've taught you how to know masculine and feminine words, so you can easily guess the gender and be right 90% of the time. It's important. I also have videos for that, masculine and feminine nouns. You can check the videos. You have it there. You see quite a lot of things there. Now, having said that, let's look at this now. Compléter avec l'article contracté. Elle parle dash. Professeur. Professeur here is masculine, becomes au professeur. Et quel est l'article défini? Look at the word l'article défini. Correct pour avion. Avion is masculine, it becomes l'avion. Correctly, article défini. L apostrophe will now come to play. So that is how it works. So note all these little things I'm pointing at. They're very vital. Now, last but not the least, we have compléter avec l'article indéfini. Compléter avec l'article indéfini. Il va view dash film. Film is a masculine word because il va view un film. Un film becomes our answer. Un film. So take note of that. We have foundational l'article partitif re masculine becomes du re masculine word there. So these are the key things to note. Number one, know the gender of the word, look if it is singular or plural, and know the exact information. Is it definite, indefinite, or partitive? It's vital you know all those things. They will help you in the course of the exam. So we've seen quite a lot already as far as these articles are concerned. Right now, we're going to go forward. We're going to see other things, which is the last but not the least slide. So let's share it together and then we can run along. As we come toward the last section of this whole exercise, you want to take note of this thing, very important, and that is the verbs. At this level, what we are dealing with now is the first group verbs. Verbs that ends in ER. And trust me, your exams at this level, that nobody will want to give you anything beyond that. Now, you must know how to conjugate the verbs. The videos are there. Let's run through it. Now, first question is, comment conjuguer le verbe parler avec je? Of course, if you have been following us, our answer is not going to be anything other than si, je parle. We discuss, and as it is in one of our videos, there, you remove the ER at the end. For je, you add E. So you remove the this ER from the infinitive, you write this remaining part, and then for je, you add this extra E. That is how it is done. Now, we have quel est l'infinitif du verbe qui signifie to sing. Now, what is the verb to sing? It is called chanter. To sing is chanter. That is the verb there. Having looked at that, let's see this one now. We have comment conjuguer le verbe aimer avec nous. ER-verb. You remove the ER again, and then for nous, you add the OLS. So your answer definitely becomes nous aimons. EZ is for vous, ENT is for ILS or ELS. Then AI for either je or either L singular. Then we have the next one is quelle est la terminaison des verbes réguliers en OL avec il. Now when a verb, ER verb, and we're using the il, the ENT is the ending of those such kind of conjugations. So you want to note that they are very important. Please do. As we continue, let's look at this question. Comment conjuguer le verbe danser avec tu? Now, tu danses. Remove the ER once again. Remember, that's the formula. And then you write that in front of the tu. For tu, unlike je, you add ES. So you have tu danses. That's your answer. Tu danses. Then, you have lequel de ces verbes appartiennent au premier groupe. You have fini. You have vendre, you have répondre, you have manger. Of course, your answer is manger because first group verbs ends in ER. So that is on that note. You see all of them. There are quite a lot of them. So you just know how to conjugate a verb in ER. That's the emphasis of this particular video. The same thing, we have the verb regarder with L, become regard. You have ER-verb that ending with V become EZ. So know the endings of the verb, how they are conjugated. These are the most important aspects. Just know how to conjugate the verbs. They are all the same thing. You can see it running through your screen. There are so many of them. No need to. There are so many. So just understand how to conjugate, and trust me, you are going to be fine. You have all the videos with you. I want to say at this level, thank you for watching thus far. Thank you, merci, danke, obrigado, gracias. Bye bye.